Hello, Sagittarius. Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead, Sag. How you doing? I hope you're well. Thanks for stopping in here, my fire family. I hope that you are well. Sag, if you've been here before, thanks for coming back. And if you're brand new, then welcome. I hope you'll stay. We're looking at 9-card draw this week. And let's find out what's going on for you, Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. If you want to hang out to the end of this video, I'll tell you about how to find the extended. I'll also tell you how to find private reads if you're interested in private reads. Let's find out what's going on. Tell me about Sagittarius. We're going to do 9-card draw this week, Sag. Tell me about Sagittarius. Got the 3 of Pentacles. Got the Moon. And we've got the Justice card. Well, that's interesting. It feels like there is a partnership coming up here that you don't see. There's something here that is not as it seems. And I feel like this thing, whatever it is, this partnership. So it feels like it could be a friendship, maybe someone that you know in a group or a network. Maybe it could be somebody at work, but it feels like this person might be watching you, watching how you work, watching what you're doing. It does feel like maybe we're talking about a Libra or maybe a Pisces or a Cancer, but it feels like things are not as they seem in this friendship. It feels like you're about to figure something out. Somebody's about to make something right. Somebody's about to do the right thing, make something right. Justice is here. It's like a leveling. Things are going to become level, though. We're in a level field here. We've got the 8 of Swords. We've got the 9 of Cups. And we've got the Empress. We've got the Hanged Man. Who had that there? Aries, I think, did. Got the Knight of Swords and the 10 of Cups. Bottom of the deck we have the 6 of Swords. Bottom of the deck is the future energy for me. I'll put a couple cards down here. Ooh boy, you're going to get some clarity on something here. We're going to talk about something. Nonetheless, we have the 6 of Swords. So, Sagittarius, it does feel like there is something really exciting, happy, and abundant that is about to show up. I don't think that you expect it, but possibly you've been working to build a foundation with someone, like building a friendship with someone, building a business with someone. It's like a partnership, right? When we see the 3 of Pentacles, it's not really about love. It's about things that are in the Pentacle world. So this could involve money or a partnership, or maybe you're in their group or in their social group. It feels like there is happiness and abundance that's going to show up, but there is somebody here who's having a really hard time making a decision about what to say or what to think or what to do. It feels like there is somebody here who has been holding back. It could be you, but it could be somebody else. The 8 of Swords tells me somebody feels as though their hands are tied, that there really isn't anything that they can do, and they just keep thinking about, you know, I could have the happiness, I could have the Empress. It's like they are thinking about it on a loop. You could be the Empress, or the Empress could be someone else. If the Empress is not you, could be feminine or masculine, of course, because Libra is masculine energy and Taurus is feminine energy. But the Empress here is abundant. Somebody who is, you know, on their own, does their own thing, looks really good, takes really good care of themselves on the outside, on the inside. Someone who's quite successful in their life. Someone who is very emotional and loving and kind. And it feels like somebody here is maybe trying to make a decision about you if you're the Empress, but there is somebody here who is up in their head and feels as though their hands are tied. That the thing is, I want to tell you that things are already in motion. Things are already moving and already in motion, but it feels like somebody here who is overthinking things might stop overthinking things in the week ahead. We do have the Hanged Man and we have the Knight of Swords, and so that's why I'm saying that, because we have somebody that goes from a pause, goes from trying to get perspective of a situation to charging in with clarity and saying, okay, well, I've got something to say. That's when the swords are in the air. Swords are pointing up, I got something to say. Swords are pointing down, it's more internal, right? It's more trying to get internal balance. It feels like somebody here wants to do the right thing. Whatever is going on here, somebody is about to speak their truth about what makes them happy, about what they see as happiness, the types of things that make them happy. If you are the Empress, you're already happy. You're already in balance and you're already happy. It feels like this is something that you built on your own, which really is the story of the Empress. The Empress has wisdom because the Empress is all of the queens, but has built it on her own or his own, right? It does feel like that there is somebody who's charging in after a really long pause. I'm going to say you kind of thought that this person was off the grid, but it feels like they're charging in after a really long pause. And it does seem like there is some sort of a breakthrough that's coming in the mind, that somebody here really wants to be honest and truthful with you about something. Let's find out what the moon is here. We've got Cancer and Pisces energy, Libra, Capricorn, Taurus, Pisces, Leo, Aquarius. All right, tell me about the moon. What is it that I'm just going to say Pisces because I was looking at these cards. Tell me what Sagittarius can't see. Things are not as they seem. So if you think that somebody's holding back from you, or there's been a pause or no action, I think that something is not as it seems here. Somebody's been watching you work possibly. If there's a way for them to do that, maybe it's in the office. Maybe you're the barista and they come in for coffee every day. Maybe you are somebody who works online. Maybe they're looking at you through the computer every day. But it feels like somebody is watching. We've got the moon energy, and that's brought us the Knight of Wands, the Eight of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. Very, very interesting. Someone is about to detach from the moon energy. It feels like somebody has been hiding in the moon energy or hiding their feelings. I don't think that they can hide it anymore, Sag. I feel like this is somebody here who's not only very attracted to you, but is somebody who realizes that if they don't snap you up, that someone else is going to do that. The Ace of Swords tells me that somebody is ready. I just said swords are in the air, so I got something to say, right? Somebody's got something to say, and I think it's of a deeply emotional nature. Somebody here has a hang-up, I'm going to say, an emotional hang-up, and it feels like they're finally releasing it. They're finally realizing that what they've been doing in their lives, they've been settling for. So maybe they've been single for a long time. They've been settling for that because they didn't feel like they had the energy or the bravery to approach you. But now we have the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands is the bravest of them all. I mean, all the knights are brave, but this one is taking action, and this one is fiery, and this one is decided, I don't care what I got to destabilize, I'm going in. And I think that this decision was probably made around the full moon that we had recently in Aquarius. So the Ace of Swords is here, and it feels like somebody is about to be very clear with you about some sort of really deep feeling that they have. Now, this could be platonic feelings, it could be romantic feelings, but they feel a type of way about something, and they're about to say it. I feel like this is them trying to do the right thing, trying to bring things in order, into order. And it's like somebody here doesn't like uncertainty, because the moon energy is what it's giving, is giving uncertainty, right? It's giving this, things aren't as they seem. So I feel like there's somebody here who can no longer hold it back. They've got to say something and do the right thing. It could be you, it could be them. Take it as it resonates. The Empress could be either you or them. Tell me about justice, please. We've got the Fool, we've got the Three of Wands. Oh boy, we got the Tower. Look at that, the Tower and the Fool are here at the same time with justice. So it feels like this person taking action here, taking brave action, is going to cause a really big shift of your future, or you are shifting for the future here, because we do have the Three of Wands and the Tower. It feels like there is going to be a shift in the path. Things are going to now be on a different path, because something that you thought that you knew the way it was isn't how it is, because the moon is here. And the shift that's coming here, you're not expecting, because the moon is here. So the Fool is here, and it feels like there is some sort of really exciting new door that's opening. It does feel like excitement to me. It feels like the Justice card tells me somebody is coming in to make something right, that they've been looking at. Oh, who was I talking about that? Oh, it was Aries. So if you're dealing with an Aries, you might want to look at the Aries reading, because the Aries had this Three of Wands in the center of the read. And, oh yeah, the Eight of Swords was there. So it's like they felt like their hands were tied, that they couldn't move into the future. I feel like something is about to shift big time in your future, and a very exciting path is about to open, because it does feel like somebody here is showing up to do the right thing. Okay. Now the thing is this, I feel like you're good. I feel like you're good. I feel like this is the energy of somebody else, the Eight of Swords. I feel like you're good. I feel like you're happy. I feel like you're stable. I feel like you're abundant, like you're looking really good. The thing is I feel like there's been some time that's passed. Maybe it's 3 years. It feels like a long length of time has passed. And I don't think that this person understands that you are now the Empress, which means you have higher standards, a higher vibration. But somebody here cannot stand being in the moon energy. The uncertainty is making them crazy. They had to detach and move and decide to go looking for the Two Cups, because the Eight is here. And when the person is leaving, and they're leaving there, right? They're detaching here to go find their happiness, which is the Two Cups. Tell me about the Eight of Swords. Let's take a look at the Eight of Swords for Sag. We have the Magician. We have the Four of Swords. Something has changed here. I think that something has changed, Sag. There is someone here who has changed their mind, who has realized that it feels like they've changed because of some sort of healing process they've gone through. They have been surveying the future, looking out there to see what it is they want to do next, and somebody here has made a decision in their plan. They've been planning behind the scenes about moving out into the expanse here, maybe going on a bit of an adventure, but they're leaving the Two of Wands. They're no longer going to be stuck at the crossroads. They've healed themselves enough that they don't need to be stuck at the crossroads anymore. Someone here has been manifesting you. I think that this Eight of Swords energy is telling me that someone thought that their hands were tied and that they couldn't, that there wasn't anything that they could do about the situation. And I feel like they're now making a decision that they are the magician, that they have everything that they need, all the resources, all the tools, all the manifestation tools, all the beautiful blessings that have been given to them from the universe, holding all the aces in hand. And I think that somebody here is decided to bust out of the Eight of Swords, whether they get cut or not. Somebody here has made a decision to take action on something here. Right, there is somebody here who's been in a pause. I want to say a permanent pause, because it feels like it's been a while. Because it takes a long time to get to this Empress energy. You don't just become the Empress because you're a Libra or a Taurus. I think I've said that before. It comes by wisdom. And the only way you get wisdom is by learning to fall down and get back up again, and fall down and get back up again. So I feel like a lot of time has passed, because it takes a while. Like, you're probably not the Empress. I mean, it's possible to be early in your life, but you're probably not the Empress until you're in your mid to late 30s, or maybe even in your 40s. I didn't become the Empress until I was in my 50s. So it depends how quickly you are learning the lessons. I just want to talk about the Hanged Man. Let's talk about why this person was holding back. It feels like for a very long time, they were trying to get perspective. And it makes me feel like they've been watching you work possibly, trying to get perspective on when is the right time, when is the perfect time. Their hands have been tied up till now. Tell me about the Hanged Man. We've got the Nine of Swords in the reverse. We've got the Page of Swords in the reverse. And we have the Three of Swords. Look at all those swords. So somebody here has decided to take the sword and cut themselves out of the tree. They've got their perspective. They're no longer going to worry about what you're going to say when they show up. This person has now decided that they're going to just say what they're going to say. They're going to say what's in their heart. They're not going to worry about it anymore. We've got the Knight of Swords, which tells me that this person is really thinking about how maybe they didn't tell you the truth. Maybe they weren't completely honest with you. And they know that they've hurt you. They know that they broke your heart. It feels like they've been holding back because they know they did wrong. So somebody here, I feel, is coming in to try and make things better. We are going to go into the extension, and we're going to talk about this because somebody's having a breakthrough in the mind, and they are going to say something. We'll find out what they're going to say. We will be talking about this. I'm going to talk about this tower a little more because I feel somebody's having the biggest revelation that it's time for them to go get what they want. And I think what they want is the Empress. So if you want to come to the extended, please know that there is at the very top of all of the comments, there is a pinned comment. And in that comment, there will be a link if you'd like to purchase this extended outright. There'll be a link there for that. If you'd like to go into the membership area, there is a link for that. The membership area carries all of the extensions for all of the readings. And if you would like to have a private reading, there is a link there to Hypsee. I will never contact you for a reading, but if you want to contact me, you can look at all my pricing by clicking on the link to Hypsee. I am offering pre-recorded and live readings, which I'm having so much fun with. And, just talking to a Sagittarius last night, Amy, it was so fun. Oh my gosh, I'm a Sag rising and she's a Sagittarius. We had such a great conversation. So, but having so much fun connecting to you guys that way. So if you're interested, you will get a discount simply by just booking ahead or in advance. You can go look at my timetable and it'll tell you when I'm going to be online and when you can book me, and you will get a discount for simply booking in advance. So pre-recorded readings are still on the table. If you'd like to do that, I'm going to go for now into the extended. If I see you there, that's awesome, and if I don't, that's okay, because I'll be back, because I'm always back. Love you guys. Bye-bye.